What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And tonight, I just want to chat with you guys, kick back, and have a little discussion without worrying about the internet and all that stuff. So that's why I moved my phone from my phone to my laptop right now. I have some really good news, and I'm not doing it to brag. I'm actually showing you guys that there is a lot of opportunity out there for you guys to be a part of crypto and I've been really lucky to be where I'm at, and I want to bring you guys along on the ride with me. So just give me a minute. I want to monetize this real quick, and get the word out that I moved over. Which I'm not going to do a whole lot. I just need to press a couple buttons, really. So, and then I just want to discuss some stuff with you guys tonight. See how you're doing. I really hope we can make this, a back and forth tonight because I really want to know where you guys are at. But I'm giving you Hopium tonight. That's what we are focusing on tonight. I have some good news for myself, and I want to know would you guys, step up to opportunities because I am able to find a lot of opportunities that people aren't, and I'm able to I'm able to share those with you guys and really get the word out there about cryptos and advocacy. Hey, what up, Justin? Good to see you, brother. And especially my moderators and people that are already a big part of the community. There are advocacy programs in each part of the country for internet computer. There is advocacies for the graph. There's advocacies for probably a lot of these cryptos out there. And it doesn't just mean content creation. I was looking on here and there's advocacy programs where if you guys want to go to like a meetup, a crypto meetup, and basically, you know how they have booths for different cryptos and they also have like conferences and different like speaking events. All you would have to do really, and you could get paid in crypto, say if you don't have a lot of money to invest or you are and you're just not getting enough crypto right now, I can actually lead you guys to some really cool things where you can be like a guest speaker or like an assistant event director, which is like what I'm going to be doing for the graph, except I'm a content creator and I can possibly also assist in like directing events and doing a lot of cool things with crypto, guys. And this is for all of us. You don't have to just be a content creator. You could go and help set up like a speaking event. You go and maybe help people find their seats and set up the program and tear down when they leave and stuff like that. And you could get paid in your favorite crypto. Right now, the graph, and I'm sure they've had this for a while. If you go onto the page, I'm actually going to link it below. I know a lot of other people aren't talking about this because they like to keep the opportunities for themselves, but not me. On this channel, I want to bring the opportunity out to the masses. I've already told a few of my close friends that make content about this because when I got into the Internet Computer Community Award grant, you know that's the reason that Six Figs is in there, right? Is because I told them about it. I was like, here's the page. Go check it out, bro. I'm already getting hooked up from ICP. And then I even talked to the people and I was like, hey, man, I know this guy Six Figs. He is a really cool guy. I met him on Crypto Wendy. I think he would be great for the program. And I'm sure like he might have found it in the future, or maybe he wouldn't have. But and that just is something. I'm not bragging that I did that. I'm glad that I have that opportunity. And it's the same with right now. And this one is cool because you don't just have to be a content creator. Like I was saying, some of you guys live in the Midwest, right? Well, what you could do is sign up for your region. And if they have an event, say if you're in like Ohio and they have an event somewhere either in Ohio or a state, Chicago, like next to you, you could just go to that town, work for like a day or two at the event. And then maybe I think it's like maybe once a month you have to do something and once a quarter. It's only like a few times that you would have to do something and you could get a lot of money in the graph or that's what I'm talking about. But I'm going to be looking into a lot of these other crypto ecosystems and finding opportunities for, just us normal people that aren't rich that, have to kind of earn our crypto. Because I know a lot of my followers are people that take surveys. They earn crypto by playing video games. They earn crypto however they can, right? There's these apps called like Coin to Apply where you can go and play video games and get to a certain level and they give you crypto. Well, this is a step up above that. This is actually advocacy for the crypto itself. And I'm not guaranteeing you're going to get the, position, but if you're in the right place at the right time, you never know. They're not going to like fly you out there or anything, but like I said, if you're close and it's your region, there's a lot of opportunities. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys. And where I'm at on this is I kind of want to show you the email I got, or at least I'll show you part of it, because it's pretty exciting what the way that they worded it for me. It made me feel like I'm doing, something right. And yeah, here it is. I actually have my interview for tomorrow, and it's called the Graph Grt DAO. And this is for the Grt, Dirty Gertie, Dirty Gertie. But I won't be making price videos for it. And this is the coolest part. If you want to pause, let me focus that. Then you can read that. But basically it's saying you should know that this is a big deal to have made it this far, because my application went through. Several thousand applications were submitted, and your application stood out from the pack. It's evident you are truly interested in becoming a graph advocate to help take the graph and Web3 to the world. And I'm serious about it. The thing is, because there's a test you have to take for this one, it's a little more in-depth, which I think Internet Computer Community Award Grant is probably going to get more in-depth too. But you have to take a test. They give you like all of the stuff to study, and then you take a test and you can kind of go back and look at it. But they want to make sure that you're really legit into knowing the graph, because I'm not going to be making price videos, because that's one of the rules, that it's just going to be ecosystem, getting to know Web3, getting to know the graph. And there is so many positions open, guys. I mean, I'm a content creator, so that's the route that I went. But if you look on there, like I said, there's event coordinators, there's ambassadors, there's positions actually within the graph for, directors, assistant directors, all of that kind of stuff. There's so many opportunities right now in crypto. And with Web3 being the juggernaut that it is, and becoming a mainstream part of our world, this is something I think a lot of you, especially online, if you're like me, you look for great opportunities that actually could pay you and make it more worth your time than a 9-to-5 job. Because I was thinking, well, what am I going to do next? I can't live off of my ICP forever, and, I'm making money doing trades and stuff, but what is my next step? Am I going to have to go work at, Domino's for real? Because that's what I did before this, or DoorDash or whatever that. And I'm like, well, I'm going to reach out to the graph, because I'd actually talked to someone a while ago, and he said he was going to put in a word, and I never heard back from him. So I was like, well, I'm going to, take it a step further, and I'm going to go and figure out if I can be a part of this. So that's where I am right now with that. And I do want to talk about more stuff than that. How are you guys doing tonight? I'm in a good mood. Like I was literally jumping up and down like with joy when I saw that, because I'm like, yes, dude. And it was literally like 2 days after I put the application in, and I'm meeting with them tomorrow, and then I have my second interview on Monday. But today I want to give you a little bit of hopium for the market, because we are down today. We're actually the farthest down that we have been in about a month, which is an opportunity. All of my peeps that were hoping that it would go down further, I didn't think it was going to. I thought that we were probably going to go up a little bit higher and then have a recovery, because we were super oversold, and then we reset when we went down to about where we went before. But these programs inside of these ecosystems, like the Ckbtc, that is the big thing. It is actually trending everywhere right now. And I want to go into a little bit more than that, but I want to take a second to see how you guys are. I'm good. Hogwarts Legacy comes out today for my wife to play. What is that? Hogwarts, is that a video game, a board game, or like a mobile game? What is that? I haven't heard of that one. I do kind of like the Harry Potter world, I think it's kind of cool. Sometimes I let my, my judgment get the best of me, but I think stuff like that's cool. Lord of the Rings, video game. Okay. Harry Potter, as long as you don't like actively practice like black magic or something, it's not a bad thing. Like, and so that's where freedom comes from, guys. Like I've been super, like judgmental about things because of my religion, but that isn't the way that God wants us to be. He wants us to be open to good ideas in life, right? And so I think that it's okay to like stuff like that, and not let it affect, our well-being. But if you have a problem with it inside, that's when it's bad. When something affects you, because we're all creatures of conscience, right? And if something hurts your conscience, it can actually make you sick. So I'm only saying this because a while back I was like, oh, this magic crypto or spell. I was like, oh, I don't like that because it's like wizard and spell and oh, come on. Like I was just being too judgmental back then. So that's what I'm saying. These kind of things are cool. Actually, I grew up liking Harry Potter. I grew up liking The Lord of the Rings, and so I don't like ideals to get in my way of, life, because that's what it is. It isn't like we're out there trying to be Harry Potter casting spells, but it's kind of cool to like stuff like that. So I'm happy for you, and I hope that you play with your wife in that video game, and maybe she'll put the smackdown on you. But I do want to kind of look and see where the prices of crypto are right now. I'm not going to be talking about price today, but I just kind of want to see where we're at real quick on my end here. And then I want to kind of talk about 4 cryptos today, which we talk about quite often on this channel, which is going to be internet computer, Bitcoin, the Graph, and Ethereum. Because I think these 4 cryptos have the biggest potential to gain us the most rewards. And I think other than that, they are the 4 cryptos that are leading the way for Web3. Now, Ethereum, it's down a little bit today. I guess we're at about 6% down. But the Graph is down because it went way up. But what they are doing is they are setting us up for a truly decentralized Web3 experience, which the Graph kind of does something that other cryptos don't do. That's why it's so important, why it's going to last, because they are basically being the indexer for the blockchain and for Web3. It can go into Cosmos. It can go into Ethereum. It can basically give any of these cryptos that do most of their stuff on like the centralized servers like AWS, they give them a place to store data, because as you know with ICP, the big thing is, well, Ethereum, it costs about $120 million to store just 1 gigabyte of data for 1 year on Ethereum. Well, the Graph basically stores that data for them, and so they don't have to pay that cost, and they just store it with the Web3 and the Graph, and then they can index it and query on it whenever they need to, and don't have to store that data on Ethereum, right? And that's where internet computer comes in, and I think it could actually, I wish I could get the Graph and internet computer together and cooperate, because that would be cool to have all of the indexing data from the Graph on internet computer and used through a smart contract, so that you could actually use Bitcoin on the Bitcoin blockchain and query the data through the Graph, but on an internet computer smart contract. I mean, if you guys are following me, that's pretty complex, but it's pretty cool. And I really would look forward to seeing the future of collaboration with cryptos. That's why I don't like Solana. That's why I don't like, I didn't like FTX, because they were the people that tried to smash down, cooperation. And they're always like the Ethereum killer, the blah killer, the blah, blah, blah. And we're trying to stand alone in something that all cryptos that work together for the benefit of all cryptos are going to be the ones that last, and the other ones that fight against it are going to be the ones that don't. So yeah, there's a reason they call it fiction and fantasy, right? Because it's something that it's good for us, as long as we don't, we understand the difference between fiction and nonfiction, right? So, which basically one is, real and based on a real story or a real story, and the other one is just completely made up for fun, right? And that's something I'm coming out of, like, and that's why I'm glad I'm where I am today. And that's why I really connect with some of these blockchains, is because they have got me thinking in a different way. I've been thinking, one way, and then I start thinking, well, that isn't the way that I really should be thinking, right? I shouldn't be always thinking of, well, this little price movement is going to affect me, and more like thinking about, well, where is the future of this going? And that is where I'm going to have to be concentrating, because like I said, I'm not going to be able to make price videos if I do get this advocacy program. It's not going to be like a community award grant. It's a little bit different than that, but I'm going to be concentrating more on the effects of Web3 throughout crypto, and what the Graph can do And like I'm telling you, it's the Google of blockchains, but I'm going to get more in depth in that and show you how that's going to work, because there's several different parameters to be involved with the graph. And you don't even have to be a content creator or go to these events. There's other stuff too. Like if you want to become an indexer, right? If you want to be a curator, then that is possible as well. And you won't even have to have as many technical skills. Now, if you have technical skills and you want to go above and beyond that, you could stake graph and become like an indexer or a delegator and run a node for yourself. And that's pretty cool too. If you guys are really tech savvy and you want to make some money, the graph is a good place to do it when it comes to those types of things. So I've been telling Victor and, Six Pigs about this. I don't know if they're going to, jump on board, but I think that would be cool. So yes, I do believe that the graph is an AI coin. Now, why do I say that? Now, if you research into what the graph is and what the graph does, it is doing it autonomously. So when, say, a decentralized exchange is hooked up to the graph, right, and they need data, because that's what the graph does, it stores data, and then when they need it, they pull on it from that data center. And that is done autonomously through artificial intelligence, right? They don't have a person that says, okay, let's verify this, send this data over there. No, it's done automatically through the graph protocol, right? And so that's where, the AI comes in, is where, it's kind of running off of and learning from how to get the data from one place to another and growing like that. So yes, the graph is an AI coin. I don't know why we didn't really understand that before, because it's always kind of been an AI coin. But with the big shift in the market right now, with all these institutional investors that are really looking for AI, not just crypto, but all together, just artificial intelligence is going to be the next wave. It's going to be like the tech boom. It's going to be the AI boom, because that's where everything, machine learning, it's going to take a lot of jobs. But what people don't realize on the other side of that, it's going to create brand new jobs servicing the AI. Because when you have AI, and something malfunctions, the AI can't work correctly. So yes, it does. It will get rid of certain jobs, but it will add all these other jobs like content creator, more people talking about it online, like the news media. It creates a whole plethora of jobs out there, right? And so that's why I think it's pretty cool, and why AI tech is the future, and any crypto that is, participating in that AI part of it is going to be huge. Internet computer, in my opinion, is leading Web3 right now, because it is a layer one that acts as a layer two, but it also is able to integrate with the biggest cryptos around, like your Bitcoins and your Ethereums. Speaking of that, Ckbtc, which is basically your chain key Bitcoin, right? Your chain key cryptography is what Internet Computer does. And your chain key Bitcoin, which is on the Internet Computer blockchain, which is 1-to-1 for Bitcoin, is revolutionary. And imagine ICP swap or another decentralized exchange using the graph to query the data, but the data is held on the Internet Computer. So it pulls on it from the graph through the Internet Computer, and boom, we have a full circle loop. You don't need anything else. You don't need a person. It's trustless, and it's AI. That would be a good way to add AI to the Internet Computer, is just collaborating with something like the graph, right? And really pulling it into the inner workings and setting it up to autonomously do these things, and do it for a cheap price, because Internet Computer is the cheapest protocol out there, and the graph is one of the biggest protocols out there when it comes to Cosmos uses it. All these blockchains use it for them to run properly and store data, because it's so expensive, even on Solana, to store data on chain. And that's why Internet Computer also has so many transactions, and it has sometimes 10,000 transactions per second and billions of transactions per day. That is because everything is stored on chain. That means none of it is out there, on the AWS, and they can just say, well, we're doing about 300 per second, but most of their transaction or whatever they use on the Internet Computer is not being done on chain, right? On these other blockchains. So I think that's a really good question. LL Cool J. LL Cool J. Ladies love cool jams. So I think that's a very, very good point that you make there. And what I was saying the other day is I really want AI to, bring crypto to a new level. And I really think internet computer would benefit from that. If I would have known that, I actually just found out that the graph was AI as well. And I don't know why I didn't know that or understand that, or else I probably would have bought a lot more money into the graph, especially before this pump here. But if it goes back down to like 12 cents again or 10 cents, I am going to absolutely load up on the graph, right? Because that is just an amazing price. And if you watched my video the other day, you know why. And go check it out. It was just the last graph video that I did. It got like 100 views or something for right now, but it has some of the best information. Yes, I was talking about price on that video because I don't have the advocacy yet, but it has a lot of good information and why you should buy at 10 or 12. Not financial advice, of course, but there's good reasons behind that. So now I'm about done with the major stuff that I wanted to talk about. Next, I just want to chill with you guys for a second. I'm not going to be talking a lot right now. I'm just going to kick it and answer your questions. So if you guys have anything you want to know about the graph, about ICP, about Bitcoin, about Ethereum, about Ckbtc, or just tell me how your day's going. I don't care. Let's chat. Thanks, you're doing a great job. Yeah, no, that was a good question too. And you people that answer and ask questions, that sounded really bad. Everybody who answers questions is just awesome. And I thank you for that because it makes me, connect with you guys, but it also, we all think differently, right? And if we think differently and you bring an ulterior thought process, then it helps me think on a different level. So I really appreciate that. So thank you guys for sure. I want to know, I asked Justin his favorite cryptos the other day, and he has a bunch of layer ones. Are people starting to buy kind of risky altcoins again? Because if they are buying risky altcoins again on a high level, then we can say that we're moving out of this bear market. And what I have in the title right here, or I think I might have put it in the last video, is that when we transition from a bear market to a bull market, there are a lot of signs that we look for to see, hey, are we going to continue moving to the upside? And one of the biggest ones that you can find out there that are an indicator of us moving to the upside is high volatility. When we have massively high volatility in the past, that triggers a either bull market or bear market transition. Remember when we went from the bull market to the bear market, we had super high volatility. It would go down and then it'd go way back up and we'd think, hey, it's recovering. Nope. And then it goes way back down further. So I just want to know what you guys think about that. What up, Six Figs? How are you tonight? It's really good to see you tonight. We're just kind of kicking it. I was telling everybody, about my little graph thing that I have going on, and I'm just kind of hanging. I don't have a whole lot going on today. And I was like, I normally don't make videos on Thursdays, but might as well, I'm feeling a little better. I got some sleep last night, and yeah, I was telling everybody actually about how, we kind of got hooked up with the ICP thing, and I kind of told you about it. But what I want to say is there's so many opportunities in the graph and other cryptos. I'm going to start searching a lot of the cryptos that I like. I might see, what is needed of me from the graph first. And so I can, plan my time accordingly. But man, I just see an endless amount of opportunity, right? Because working with the internet computer, and then it opened the door for this graph thing. They're like, oh, we have thousands of applications, but you stood out from the rest. And I'm thinking it's probably because, I'm not just a one-time community awards grant. They brought me back for a second one, which means I obviously, did a decent job, or they wouldn't have invited me back, or took me back. I actually applied for the second one. But there's so many different things that we can do in crypto, to earn money. Like, not a lot of us are rich, right? That's why we're in crypto. And that's the main people that I want in my audience. I do want, people that are wealthy too. I'm not, leaving you guys out, but I think even you guys that have a lot of money, you don't want to spend money if you don't have to in order to gain money, right? So I think if you have time and you're really interested in Web3 like I am, I think Web3 is, the future. A lot of people, if you look at the institutional investors, they don't like crypto that much. They love blockchain. Now, that's kind of weird to me that you can love blockchain but not really want anything to do with crypto. And if you look at Web3, that's blockchain technology. So Web3 is basically the internet on the blockchain, Web3. And that doesn't even need to have a crypto, right? I mean, it does because that's the way it is right now. But you can get these institutional investors in by Web3, and then they're like, okay, well, I need the Graph crypto to interact with this Web3 protocol, so I'll buy that. So they might not even be interested in the Graph, but they're interested in the technology that the Graph has, right? They're not interested in the Grt coin, but they need the Grt coin in order to interact with the Graph protocol, right? So that kind of sparks a new wave of investors that could really, benefit from this technology. Yeah, but you help my mental state so much, bro. If it wasn't for you, like I can say, yeah, I led you to this, but honestly, you being my friend, you're the first person out of all the people that I reached out to, and I reached out to a lot of people, and you actually reached out to me. That's how it started. We were on Crypto Wendy, and afterwards, I remember this like it was yesterday. You reached out to me and just kind of started like a conversation with me. You're like, hey, dude, it was great to see you on Crypto Wendy. And that lifted me up so much, bro, in a time where I was having a hard time in life that, you blessed me just as much as me, telling you about something that you probably could have found out on your own, right? So I just want to definitely point that out, that I'm not just saying, oh, I did this for them. No, it was kind of like, it was the right time and the right place for all of us. And I'd really like to get closer with Crypto Wendy too. I just think she's a great person. I'd love to be a moderator for her one day and, spend some time getting to know her and her people. But even if that doesn't happen, I'm so glad at everything that I've accomplished being where I am. And the people, that is the best part of this. And we can't forget about the people when we go into think about Web3, the Graph, because that's what it's going to be about. Now, if you guys are people person, that's what I'm saying. If you're good at like meetups, if you want to go to like a Bitcoin convention, I know they have a Graph day every year. Save, like, even if you can't do anything like a bunch, save one day a year and maybe a couple days a quarter, one day a month. You go in, it's kind of like the Army Reserve, right? 1 week in a month, 2 weeks a year. Then you could really be a part of these things. So definitely. And that's why I'm going to leave the info for this Graph advocacy for all of you guys. Now, don't apply if you're not serious about it, but if you guys really want a great opportunity and you want to thrive in the crypto ecosystem, I'm showing you ways to do that. Not only making money, because we're doing that, but we're also, getting to know the technology, and that's the most important part. I know some people, you don't really have to know the technology, but if you're a nerd like me, I want to know why it works. I want to take it apart and rebuild it and, see, like, if I knew how to code, oh, watch out, man. I'd be tearing apart code, rebuilding code, moving code. So don't ever let me get into coding, because then I will probably make a Web 4 or something, But yeah, you blessed me so much more, man. I think, it was a godsend, bro. Like you blessed me, and I was able to give you some information. And that's what I do on this channel. Whether it's for my friends, my family, I'm giving you guys the same information I give my family. So I'll give it to my family first, like text my mom or tell my sister or my brother, be like, hey, here's an opportunity. If this works for you, you blah, blah, blah. And this is what I did. And then boom, then I tell you guys, because you guys are like my secondary family. Well, my third dairy family. I have my main family, my blood family. I have my church family. And then I have my friend family, right? So, and I'm not really putting them all in that order, but that's kind of the order it is, right? And so I encourage all of you, even if you're not going to get into crypto, get into people. I think the event that happened a few years ago, we all know what that was. It drove us apart, right? Because we had to. That was, you could only really be next to your first family, right? The people who lived with you. But I think where we need to go in the next couple of years is getting back to relationships. And I think that we could really do this from some of these Web3 social media programs, like on Internet Computer. I think OpenChat, which actually now you can send and receive Ckbtc on OpenChat. So that's a pretty cool thing. And what OpenChat is basically it's what do they akin it to? Kind of like Telegram. Yeah, it's like the Telegram, but for the blockchain. And so I really think that we need to, build these relationships. Come talk with me, guys. If you want to have a conversation that's not one-sided, come talk with me on Telegram. I'd love to have a conversation with you over there, or Twitter. Come DM me, or Open Chat, or any one of these places. And we can, if you need to know about Web3 and I don't know about it, I'll look it up. I'll do some research for you. Like, I just want to get relationships running through Bitcoin Renegades. Whether you're a Grt renegade, a ETH renegade, a ICP renegade, whatever, So, heck, I know that one crypto is looking for programmers. I just can't remember which one. Probably 90% of them are looking for programmers. And those are kind of, jobs where you have to have a lot of experience. But there are so many advocacy things right now because we're in the first stages of crypto, guys. We're in the first stages of Web3. So the biggest thing is getting people that are passionate like me. I'm super passionate. And I think that's one of my best qualities, my passion for Web3, my passion for some of these cryptos, because I like it. I don't just do it to make money. I enjoy this. I enjoy people. So it's like a double thing, And what is up, my guy? Cut action. Cut. Like on a job search website. Yeah. And there's a ton there. And if you guys want, maybe I'll start a group that just has like all this information of, crypto stuff that you can do. Or maybe I'll put it in through, our regular channels. Who knows, right? So I win CKB twice today in plethora vouchers. How did you do that? Because I understand that you can get them from Discover, DSTVR, which is an Internet Computer Reddit, equivalent to Reddit. I know you can get them on District, which is an Internet Computer equivalent of Twitter. And then Plethora is basically a game from the Internet Computer, which is akin to maybe Crash Buddies, or what is that called? The one where you jump, it's called Crash Buddies or something like that. I can't remember the name of it, but that's cool. How did you do that? Small amounts. I wish I owned more Moonwalker NFTs. I would have had more spins. Oh, okay. So you need to spin something on there. So yeah, go be active in the Web3 ecosystem too. And so that's where a lot of people know the graph from. And when I was talking to a buddy of mine, he was like, yeah, the only thing I know about the graph is when I got it free on Coinbase from the Learn and Earn, right? It has you learn a little bit about the graph. And, and hopefully if I get to know some of these other advocates, because that's who I'm meeting with. You basically, I'm not sure if I'm meeting with someone from the graph team, but I'm meeting with, I think it's another advocate like me. So basically they use advocates to meet with the other advocates, and then I have my meeting tomorrow, and then I have one on Monday with a different advocate, right? So it's really about person to person, guys. And that's where it grows from. The best businesses in the world started with word of mouth. One person said, this is cool. And it just goes down on the line, like Plethora. It's still in the earliest stages, guys. And these are some fun games that you can play. So you should get a Discord. I do have a Discord. The one that I had before, I forgot my password. I had a Bitcoin Renegade group. And so I have another Discord, but it isn't really set up. Maybe I can find that other password, but yeah. I got 2 vouchers on Discover, and I own Moonwalker NFTs. Ooh, I need to go on Discover and see if I have it. Let's go. Maybe we'll go there with you real quick. Let's go. DSCVR. And I'll show you the screen here in a minute. I just got to make sure if I got to log in first. And then if I don't, yep, I got to log in. So let me just do that real quick. Oh, you can do it with MetaMask now. I would be careful with MetaMask, guys. Or you can do it with Google as well. I just don't really trust MetaMask very much. I mean, I do use it, but I'm very, very careful with my MetaMask. Definitely. So, yeah, be careful with that. Okay, after I log in here, I will share my screen with you, and then you guys can see my Discover, and we'll look and see if we have any vouchers or anything. That would be so cool if we did, and then I can show you guys, like, wow, this is kind of cool.
Wait a minute. Okay. It was canceled. Okay, hold on. It's not doing it for me. Yeah, it won't let me share. There we go. It didn't want to do it. I was pressing the wrong one. That's why. Okay, so let's go over here and I'll show you. This is my Discover, and I'd recommend you guys coming over here and following me, Bitcoin Renegade. As you see, I have like 4,000 points, but I just need to build a better community over here. Plethora airdrop for Discover, top 1,000 users, 2 Ckbtc NFT vouchers. And I use this all the time. I would hope to think I'm top 1,000. I use it almost every single day. I post my videos on here. I interact. I do lots of stuff. So, and ICP Maximalist is cool, dude. I like this guy. He has 14,000. See, I'm pretty active with my stuff. I don't know why I haven't followed him yet, but let's definitely do that. Okay, let's go into my thing and see. Do I have a voucher? Please let me have one. Please, please, please let me have one. I got something. Oh, yes. Oh, dude, look at this. I got a Dominic Overdrive. What is that? What the heck, dude? Oh, and I got 2 CKB vouchers, CKBTC. Okay, it expires February 13th at 8 a.m. So I need to take this and go and, yeah, do what I got to do to get it. But that makes me so happy. I love this. What is this? Dominic Overdrive. No way. Oh, I got to make that my profile pic now, baby. Oh, dude, that's so cool. Yes, that's so freaking awesome. So, tell me again, Cut Action, right? That's your name. How do you? So you said you have 2 vouchers on Discover, and I own Moonwalker NFTs. So how do I turn the vouchers in? What do I do? I guess I'm a top 1,000, baby. Yeah. And I hope you guys are too. All you got to do is go use it every day. This is what I'm here for, is to help you guys. And that's why you're here to help me too, because I wouldn't even know. And I might not even looked at it, for like a day or two, because sometimes I just post and I don't look at my airdrop part. So that's kind of cool. I'll figure out how to do it if you don't have time to tell me. But I think it says plethora, right? Let's go back over and look at that real quick. It says CKBTC vouchers. Let's plethora items. So we must have to go into plethora. And I guess there's like a spinning wheel in there that you have to transfer them to your Stoic wallet. Okay. And then from Stoic wallet, what do you do? Does it just turn into CKBTC right away? Or you said there's a wheel to spin? Is that just in the game? I just have all sorts of questions. I wish I had one of the people who ran the program here. That would be cool. But um, yeah. So transfer them over to my Stoic wallet, and then what? Then go to Plethora and connect your Stoic wallet. Then go. Okay. So that's what he's saying. Basically, if you got them, go check your Discover account. And if you have them, send them to your Stoic wallet, which is the one he recommends. And then hook your Stoic wallet up to the Plethora game. And then inside the game, I'm assuming that there's going to be some kind of a wheel to spin. And then a prize wheel. Yep. The mask. That's what's up with the mask. If you guys wanted to know, I have bad teeth. I am going. I don't know if I'm getting all my teeth pulled. I got most of the infection out of my mouth. I'm taking really good care of them now. I have dentures, partials. I have to go get them resized for my mouth again. So that's why the mask. I'm not doing it like I'm trying to make it part of my persona, like Bitcoin Renegade, right? But the real reason is because of my dentures are all messed up, and it costs a lot of money to have them just shaved down a little bit to fit my mouth again. So if you wanted to know, that's why. I'm pretty straightforward with you guys. I don't really hold back anything. So prize wheel and type in CKBTC address of yours from the NNS wallet, and then spin. Okay. So I would really like to do that. Maybe I'll make a video on doing that. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to do it live because I don't know what information I got to put in. But what I think I'm going to do is right after this, actually I'm going to rest for a little while because I don't want to overdo myself. I'm gonna make maybe an uploaded video. I'll just record it and then send it out so you guys know exactly how step by step to do that. Cool. Thank you so much for that cut action. If you want to join my open chat group, I will send you a small amount of ICP over there if you join my group over there, because I do have a little bit of ICP to give away. So, all right, guys, that's about all we're gonna have for tonight. Unless you guys want to talk more, I think this is about it. I do appreciate everything that you guys do for watching, liking, smash that like button for me, guys. Let's get the word out about these cryptos, about this Web3 stuff, about the Graph grant program, or we call it an advocacy program. We want people interested in Web3. We want people to understand that these institutional investors, not only do they want AI, but they want blockchain technology. They don't really care for crypto yet. I mean, 1 out of 3 do, but 3 out of 4 are more interested in blockchain technology, which they have to use the crypto that goes with that blockchain technology. That's why these cryptos are there, so that they can run these systems, these Web3 systems like ICP. You actually never used to be able to carry ICP through a smart contract, the canister smart contract, right? They actually had to approve and vote for you to be able to send ICP through a smart contract, right? And so that's the kind of cool thing, that when we get to these, big cryptos, the big institutions are going to have to use them if they want the technology, right? So that's where we win. Even if they don't want to, they have to. ICP to the moon, baby. Yeah. Timothy Casanova. Oh, we got a Casanova in the house tonight. What's up, dude? Bring all the ladies over, dude. Come on. Rule number 1 of crypto: you don't talk to anybody you know about crypto. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Most people, that is true. Like your family. But if you're talking about just the normal people, like your job, yeah, a lot of people reject crypto. Even in the elevator, someone knows I trade crypto, and they're like, "Hey, have you sold all your Bitcoin yet? It's going to 0." And then right after that, it went up like $6,000. I was like, man, I bet that doesn't feel good. But all right, guys. That being said, goodbye and good crypto bang.